You know how some paintings just pull you in? Like they're so alive you can almost hear them? Well, we're about to dive into one of the most intense scenes ever put on canvas. It's literally a revolution, frozen in a single moment. And we're going to step right into the middle of the action. So, what are we looking at? This is Liberty Leading the People, painted by the French artist Eugène Delacroix way back in 1830. And that year, 1830, is super important. Why? Because this isn't some made-up fantasy. This is Delacroix capturing a real, city-shaking event as it happened. When you look at all this mix of chaos and pure heroism, you just gotta ask, right? What's the story here? What is Delacroix trying to tell us? And man, why does it still hit so hard today? Okay, so to really get this painting, we've got to understand the history behind it. This is more than just paint on a canvas. It's a snapshot of a real revolution that completely changed France. So let's go back in time. Picture this. It's 1830. We're in Paris. And let me tell you, this is not the romantic Paris you might be thinking of. The city is basically a powder keg, just waiting for a spark. And at the center of all this tension, the king, Charles X. This guy was trying to roll back freedoms people had fought hard for. We're talking new rules, clamping down on the press, taking away voting rights, the works. And for the people of Paris, it was a step too far. What happened next was, wow, it was fast. The whole thing, the July Revolution, exploded in just 3 days. Can you believe that? 3 days. Day 1, you've got protests. Day 2, bam, barricades are popping up all over the city, turning the streets into a fortress. And by day 3, the people had taken the city. It was over. So, after that whirlwind 3-day fight, King Charles X was out. Gone. He was replaced by a new guy, Louis Philippe, who came in promising to be a citizen king, a king for the people. All right, now let's get back to the painting itself and zoom in a bit. Who are all these people that make this scene so unforgettable? Who's actually in the thick of this fight? Your eye goes right to her, doesn't it? This powerful woman right in the middle of everything. Now, she's not a real person. She's a symbol, an idea. She is Liberty, representing the spirit of the entire revolution. And look, to her right, you've got this young kid, a street boy, charging forward with 2 pistols. Look at the determination on his face. He's all about the youth of Paris, right? The next generation, already in the fight for their own future. Then right next to them, you see 2 other guys who tell a really important part of the story. You've got one man in a simple shirt. He's a worker. And right next to him, a man in a top hat, a nice coat. He's from the middle class, the bourgeoisie. And get this, some people think that might even be Delacroix, the painter, putting himself right in the action. And that's the genius of it. Putting a factory worker right next to a well-dressed gentleman, that's Delacroix making a huge point. This wasn't just a workers' revolution or a middle-class one. No way. This was everybody, all social classes, united, fighting for one thing: liberty. Okay, so we've looked at the people, but this painting is also just packed with symbols. It's like a code. So let's crack it and see what clues Delacroix left for us. First up, that red cap Liberty's wearing, that's not just any hat. It's a Phrygian cap. And it was a huge symbol of freedom, going all the way back to the first French Revolution in 1789. So by putting it on her head, Delacroix is basically saying, hey, this fight is connected to that one. It's the same struggle. And really, the whole scene is just an arsenal of symbols. You've got Liberty holding up the tricolor flag, taking it back for the people, not the king. In her other hand, a rifle, making it clear that freedom sometimes has to be fought for. The ground they're climbing over, that's a barricade, made of paving stones and whatever else they could find, turning the streets into a war zone. And then you see the bodies at their feet, a really stark, tough reminder of what this all costs. Yeah, Delacroix really doesn't pull any punches here. He's not hiding the brutal side of revolution. Putting the dead and wounded right up front sends a really clear, somber message, doesn't it? Freedom isn't free. It costs. Sometimes it costs everything. But look closer. Past all the smoke and chaos, way in the background, do you see it? The towers of Notre Dame Cathedral. And flying from one of them is the tricolor flag. It's a little detail, but it's huge. It means they've won. Victory. So, okay, we've looked at the history, the people, the symbols, the whole shebang. So what's the big takeaway?
What's this painting's lasting message? What does it still have to say to us, right here, right now?
At the end of the day, this painting is so much more than a history lesson. It's this timeless, powerful monument to the idea that some things, things like liberty, courage, people coming together for a cause, are absolutely worth fighting for, no matter what. And you know what's really cool? This timeless message just got a major refresh. Just in 2024, the painting was restored, they stripped off all the old dark varnish, and wow, the original colors, the details, they're all back. So we get to see it now with the same power and vibrancy that Delacroix wanted people to see.